This is United We Strike Radio-Marathon on May 14th, 2011. We are in the second hour and heading to the English-speaking part. So I just want to summarize you. Welcome you everybody here to the United We Strike Radio-Marathon. We do thank everybody who's listening here to the German language. And we had Frank Ullrich from Dresden in Germany as our guest today. And we were discussing... is there a new human race which will be developed, which cannot do anything anymore? Yeah, which means, slavery in Germany, and they are thinking of, doing this in the whole of Europe and maybe the whole of in the whole world. And who am I talking about? About the New World Order. All those people, all those DIMs, the dominant insane minority, which is also called the global elite, which are trying to suppress everybody here also in the German area. And they are doing this on purpose. And they are bribing all the politicians. That's why we call them also the crabs. The criminals run all politics, or all politicians. So, we were discussing this, and we had some very bad cases. We were talking about even people taking their lives because of being ripped off by the official so-called job centers, shortening the social welfare which they were getting because they are out of work and long time out of work. So that's why I really want to urge you, everybody, to join in our United We Strike movement and initiative, because we have to unite in order to fight this evil. And this evil can only be fought against, not with violence, only peaceful. And that's why we always say, don't buy, with the hint that we are saying, don't buy at global companies, or don't support the banksters and so forth, and who are trying to suppress everything. And also don't comply. Don't take it as they say it. Just be aware that you are a being of yourself. You are a spiritual being, a first class being. Whether you have a lot of money or not. I mean, we all know the debt-based money is a fraud anyway, set up by the NWO banksters. And very important, ask why. So always challenge the people. Ask them why they are actually doing all this. Basically the governments should be there to protect you and to help you, to be for you, because they work for you. But on the contrary, as Frank was telling us, this system here, which is called Hartz IV, or out of work system number 2, which is striking enough, it's a social welfare program which is used against the people. So it was developed not by the people as such. It was developed by global corporations, by the McKinseys and other consulting companies, and also by other banksters who were sitting in the meetings and discussing this without even listening to anybody who is receiving the welfare. So that was purposely, viciously set up for the population. They were not able to understand this because the media, the mass media, is controlled like everywhere in the world. And they were not talking about this. They were demonizing the people who receive social welfare, but not helping them. And that is a very, very bad thing. So we have to draw our conclusions here and say we have to resist this. And that was also part of this, the first 2 hours, to explain ways to stick together, to exchange information, and not let anybody down. So we are obliged to help our fellow citizen or fellow human being and support everything, so we can have a nice living like the banksters do. They live from our money. They live from the fraud they are putting upon us, and this has to be stopped. Not in terms of violence, peacefully, but being assured that you are a very important person. The human being ship as such is so important for the world, and we have to unite. So don't buy, don't comply, ask why. That is our mission on United We Strike and on this United We Strike Radio-Marathon. Now, before we go into break in a couple of minutes, I just would like to announce our further program. So in the next hour, I will have Steve Phillips from the Netherlands as our guest. And he's a musician and an activist, and he will not only talk about his music, but also about the things he looks from his perspective, how the world is running. And we'll give some insight from the Netherlands as well, because we are a worldwide initiative. And so we started in German the first couple of hours. Now we'll switch to English so everybody can listen to it all over the world. Well, and you will also be able to listen to the archives hopefully soon. And on YouTube, we try to bring forward our messages. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm Detlev of Wake News Radio, and I'm now asking you to stay on and for the next hour to listen to our next interview with our guest, Steve Phillips. So we will go into break now, and we will see each other just right after. So stay around. Thanks a lot for listening so far, and we'll see you right away.